All right, welcome back to Duty's Daggers. We got a cut test for you today with SPY27. This is a blade steel that I didn't know a whole lot about until I researched it a couple days ago. Pretty interesting. So SPY27 is actually a Spyderco exclusive steel. They came up with it and they named it. The SPY is for Spyderco, and the 27 is something to do with the chemical makeup. I think like something to do with the amount of cobalt in it or something like that. So it's Spyderco's steel they invented, and they came out with it in 2020, which is more recent than I thought. For some reason I thought it had been around for a while, but yeah, only 4 years ago. This has been in circulation by Spyderco. They typically do it on some of their lightweight models, and from what I could tell from knifesteelnerds.com, it's going to have similar edge retention to S35VN, but better than CPM 154, 154CM, D2, 14C, stuff like that. So pretty kind of mid-range steel, but man, after this cut test, I don't know, it seemed better than that to me. But obviously there's other factors, the edge angle, the blade shape, all this stuff. So anyways, let's go out and test it. This is, by the way, like I said, the lightweight Para 3, wearing AWT aluminum scales, and I love this thing. It is, for some reason, the snappiest Spyderco I've ever tried. Extremely snappy D10. It's nuts. It feels so good. Really good, smooth action with no blade play. And yeah, it's great. It reminds me a lot of the Native 5 with a hump. The Native 5 is kind of this knife without the hump. Kind of. The blade shape is very similar. The Para 3 actually has a little bit more belly than the Native 5. So I assume they're going to cut pretty similar to each other. But this test is more trying out this SPY27 than trying out the Para 3. So let's get into it. Okie dokie, here we go. Still dark out, like around 6:30 when I have to do these videos before I start working. So got a little bit of a flashlight setup here going on. Doesn't look too bad. Factory edge is very, very nice, very sharp. Never gotten a dull Spyderco. Put the cut-proof glove on. My hands are messed up enough. Let's start with some regular cardboard here. The Para 3 is pretty slicey. Full flat grind. Nice taper down to not like crazy thin behind the edge. But it's thin enough to be nice and slicey. Now the real tragedy here today is that I forgot my strop. So we won't be able to see how it responds to the strop, sadly. Hopefully, I won't even really need to strap it, though. We'll see. Now on the triple thickness cardboard, or double wall, going with the grain here the easy way. Nice and slicey. Passing through with minimal effort. Now against the grain, going the hard way. A little more muscle needed to push through, but the knife's handling it well. Not dragging or bunching up, just nice, clean cuts. Next, let's try some utility cutting. One reason why the Spyderco leaf-shaped blade is so good is because it's got a low tip that's great for utility cutting, but you also have belly. That's going to be really helpful when we get to things like the Cecil rope or anything kind of cutting down on a surface. little bit of a curvy, no problem. Let's do some utility cutting on the thick stuff. Hardly doesn't feel different at all. Very nice. Next, let's cut some leather. Let's cut up this old glove here. Roll it up. Make some sushi. This is where a little belly comes in handy. If you're not sure what I mean when I say that, try it for yourself. Grab a Warncliffe and then something like this with a low tip but with a belly. And try cutting something like Cecil rope or, you know, a glove. Whatever it is, and you will see what I mean. It's easier to cut stuff like that with belly. Let's try cutting through this this double thickness stitched strap right here. You can see it was a pretty raggedy cut on the last one there, and that's what it looks like if it is not that sharp. For a really sharp knife, there won't be any fraying at all. This one left a little bit of fraying, but not too bad. If you watch videos from like the recent Mule Team knife that I tested, that stuff cut through that double strap with like as clean as a whistle. It's crazy. Cecil rope. See how we're starting with the tip and then kind of rocking back on that belly? That's what we want. Doing great on this Cecil rope. Cecil rope. Such a weird name. Isn't that like a person name? Cecil? I feel like I knew somebody named Cecil in rehab. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. All right, what's next? The strap, the 2-inch heavy duty strap. Not sure if it'll go all the way through. There's not a whole lot of blade length here. You can see we got maybe a 1/2 inch extra. Got pretty far. Almost like 7/8 of the way through. Let's do another one. Almost, just a little dangler. One more. It looked like I was cutting it right towards my face, but it actually wasn't. All right. Not bad for such a short blade. Not bad at all. What else we got? I guess that's it. Let's test our edge. Wow. Impressive, man. There's a little snaggy spot where it kind of hangs up. But, man, really easily cutting through this paper still. I mean, wow. Slow, fast, however you want to do it. It's cutting this paper nicely. Cool. Very nice. I am happy with that. We're going to do a little more cutting here. Hang on now. I kind of felt like going a little further. What else can we cut? How about some wood? Do some chops. Wood is not very hard on edges, it seems like, but I don't know, it's fun. Let me get to some actual, like, you know, grip, slow cutting. This is a good way to test the ergos. You know, there's a lot of force being put into the edge, so you really feel that handle. Don't notice any major hot spots. Biting in the wood real easy, really nicely. Taking chunks. Chunking. What else? One more thing. Let's cut a piece of this fire hose off. Why not? It's a nylon mesh on top of rubber. Oh yeah, look at that. Sheesh. Sheesh Louise. Didn't stand a chance. And that is it. Let's test the edge one more time. I don't think that dulled it any further, probably, but let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, man, this Spy27 seems to be pretty good stuff. Yeah, I'm totally happy with that kind of edge retention. Absolutely. I'd probably take this over the CTS BD1N that also comes on the Para 3 Lightweight a lot of times. But that stuff did really good too. I tested that recently as well. And honestly, I think it performed pretty similarly as far as, like, you know, cutting performance, edge retention. So I don't know, kind of a toss-up. They both seem to be real good. So I'd probably still take this one though. It's kind of cool to have a Spyderco proprietary blade steel. I think that's cool. I didn't know they had one until recently when I found that out. It's pretty neat. Yeah, anyways, that's it, folks. Please like the video before you leave. That would be awesome. And that's it. End the video.